Okay, so I already made a review for Joker, but I didn't put it out because I knew I would get so much hate. But after everybody talking about it and all these Academy Award nominations and it won like I think it was Golden Globes or whatever, like one or two or three Golden Globes or something. I have to get this off my chest because this is just bothering me. I just can't stop thinking about how annoying this is. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, which I don't really care. But I didn't like the movie. Now let me just explain the stuff. Now, if I would rate the movie, oh yeah, by the way, this is a spoiler review, of course. Now, if I would rate the movie, I would probably give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. So it's not like terrible. I don't think it's garbage or anything, but I just think it's average. I mean, the thing about this movie is that let's just say if you haven't seen any '70s movies in general, like Taxi Driver or like King of Comedy, which are the exact kind of same movie as this one, but movies like that are like set where you got an anti-hero and like stuff happens and blah blah blah. Like I feel like the people that have never seen those kind of movies seen this for the first time and were like, what kind of movie is this? This is weird. I like this. Which is fine. I mean, if you really like the movie, if you thought it was like a 10 out of 10, I mean, I think you're crazy, but I'm not like, I don't hate you. Like if you like it, good for you. Like genuinely, like that's awesome if you like a movie that much. I don't want to bring you down for liking something, but for me, I just have to get my opinion out there because it just bothers me that everybody's treating this like it's the best movie ever, and it's like not even close. It's just a Taxi Driver ripoff, like not even done as well. And none of you have probably even seen Taxi Driver or know what the hell that even is. You're probably like, Taxi Driver? Like, wait, like the movie Drive? Never mind. But anyway, so the main thing that bothers me, another thing that the big point is I realized the people that I talked to that said they really liked it were talking about how they related to the character, and I was like, what the fuck? I cannot be friends with you anymore, you fucking weirdo. Like, Jesus Christ. To me, this movie was just like, all it is, which is kind of just like Taxi Driver, but not so much Taxi Driver, but pretty much Taxi Driver for the main character, is that there's this fucking freak who's like a loser and like a mentally ill person, right? And it shows his descent into like madness, pretty much, because the world's out to get him. Apparently, that's what everybody feels like. So like, oh, everybody hates me, when really they just need to grow the fuck up. But anyways, yeah, the world's out to get him. So what does he do? He kills 3 people, and then this stupid subplot comes on, where I guess it's not really a subplot, but it's like part of the main plot, where now those 3 randomly killed people. Oh, that's some big movement now. Now the city's rioting. It's like, this is so fucking stupid. It makes no sense. So you're telling me 3 businessmen, which they must not be that like rich, wealthy businessmen if they're taking the fucking subway train. They got killed. So we should riot now. That's our time. It's like, what the fuck? This makes no sense. Like 3 people is nothing. Like, and they're not even big people. They're just they just work for the Thomas Wayne shit. That means nothing. Like, it's just so. Like, if they killed Thomas Wayne, or if he somehow killed Thomas Wayne, that'd have been a better kind of thing. So it made more sense. But it's just so stupid. And of course, the whole point of the movie, another thing about this movie that kind of bothered me is that it doesn't go anywhere. Like, it keeps ramping up, and like you have this in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, where's this gonna go? What's the end game of this? And it goes nowhere. Like, I mean, yeah, you could say that he goes on his favorite TV show and kills the host or whatever, but that's not a fucking end. That's not a climax, really. It's just another thing that happens. Like, and then he gets arrested, and he gets out of jail, and then, they love him so much, and he tells the truth. And it's like, no, he doesn't tell the truth. He's just a fucking psychopath, a crazy person. Like, it's just a stupid fucking, I just hate, the more I think about this movie, the more I hate it. But it's funny, because it sounds like I'm being so negative about it, but I didn't think it was terrible. I just mainly thought it was boring as fuck. Like, I was just so bored. Like, okay, great, here's a 10th time, the camera's following him, he's laughing to himself in his apartment. Wow, it's so funny. And of course, another scene where he thinks he has a girlfriend, but he doesn't. And they show you that, remember when he was with his girlfriend? Actually, let's show this flashback scene that was literally like probably 10 minutes ago. But let's just re-show the flashback scene, but now with him not with the girlfriend, when all you needed to do was nothing. Like, as soon as she was like, who are you? What are you doing in my apartment? It was like, he imagined the whole thing, huh? I kind of saw that coming, because no way someone like this could have a girlfriend. He's too crazy. And it's like, oh no, we had to show you a flashback because people are stupid. And it's like, okay, yeah, this smart movie you're talking about that's winning Oscars, this smart movie? If you really like saw yourself as the Joker character and like had the same kind of outlook as him, like, fuck, you're a terrible person, you're gross. Like, Jesus Christ, he has a worse outlook. he's just a little bitch. Like, he's a little baby bitch. He's like, oh, the world is mean to me, so I'm gonna lash out and be crazy. And that's the funny thing about this movie, is that it has no point. And people talk about how it's such a good movie. It has all these crazy ideals or whatever, but there's nothing to it. It's just, I guess the real point is if the world just treats you bad, fucking kill people. Like, it's pretty much every school shooter's wet dream is what this movie is. That's really what this movie is. Which just doesn't mean I would say, oh, ban this movie, it's bad for children because it's telling them this, which, I mean, I do think it's bad, I guess, because that's literally what it's telling, but don't fucking ban it. I wouldn't say ban it or anything, so I don't give a fuck. It's a movie. And another big thing that makes no fucking sense at all is that, oh, you're gonna invite this loser comic who's not funny at all to your show as a guest? Like, what kind of fuck? Have you seen late night or any kind of fucking shows at all? Like, that's not how it works. They don't fucking... They're not gonna invite a guy to interview him, okay? Especially if he's a joke on the show. Like, that's the stupidest... Like, what? It's like Todd Phillips when he made this movie, never seen a late night show in his life, maybe? I don't know. And he just thought to himself, like, oh, well, people, they'd probably want to invite him on the show, maybe to make fun of him, that's funny. It's like, no, nobody would do that. Especially if they did do that, they would realize how much of a crazy person he is, and they would at least, like, check him for guns or something. Like, what the fuck? No. And of course, the fact that they even brought him on at all as a guest is, like, so stupid. Like, what? No, that would never happen. If anything, they would maybe bring him on as a guest to just perform for, have a type 5 or something like that, maybe, and then not laugh at his jokes and, like, see how lame he is? Maybe. But even then, that's stretching it. And also, another real quick thing is the whole Batman relation thing. The whole Bruce Wayne, like, oh, that's Bruce Wayne, my son. It was like, fuck off. I don't fucking... Stop trying to tie this into your stupid-ass universe or whatever the fuck. Like, that was so unnecessary. Like, this movie's about Joker, and I get, yeah, Batman's his arch nemesis and all, but this isn't the main Joker that we know, apparently, because they're supposed to be, like, around the same age. So bringing him up is just so fucking stupid, and it's just a waste of time. It makes no sense. And going even further, the part where, oh, well, the Joker pretty much is the reason why Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, because one of the guys... Because he starts a movement that one of the guys in the movement kills Bruce Wayne's parents. And it's like, fuck off. I don't care about Batman. Stop showing me, stop trying to bring it back to Batman. I know DC loves Batman so fucking much. They gotta put him in every single fucking movie they make, no matter what it is. And it's like, honestly, the movie would be a little bit better if they didn't include Bruce Wayne. Literally, just because... That little just like jerking itself off, like, oh look, it's Batman. Oh look, that's how Batman comes together because of the Joker. Isn't that crazy? You didn't see that coming. Oh, and it's like, fuck off. You're fucking you're so bland and boring. Like, you have to get the Batman in here. And I bet that was something that the studio made Todd Phillips do. I'm betting on that. But yeah, that was fucking stupid too. People would say, oh, Joker's a professional predator. It's something that DC would never do. But holy shit, look at fucking. Every DC movie, they're all dark and brooding and fucking sad and shit. Never mind. DC's been doing this. It's just, this time it looks like it's an indie movie. That's the only difference. And it's a character study, and it's not about being a huge budget, explosion everywhere kind of movie. But I mean, it is a big budget, but it looks like an indie movie. So that's, I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not a good thing. But seeing the uncut gems and, like, The Lighthouse and a bunch of other great movies that don't even get nominated, is like, are you serious? Like... People are just retarded, like, they're going crazy. Oh, Joker, it's so good. It's gonna win Best Picture. It's like, ew, how embarrassing. Like, ugh, what is wrong? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I just can't even. It's just sad, like, such a sadness. Like, Uncut Gems was genuinely so good. And it's funny because people were telling me, that movie sucked. What are you talking about? And they were saying the same thing I pretty much said about Joker. They're like, he's a guy I don't care about who's like a cheater, and he's a gambler, and I don't like this guy, and it has no payoff. And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess you could say that, but that's the same thing with Joker. But with Joker, it's this fucking boring ass movie that feels like it's a 3-hour fucking movie and nothing happens. Whereas this Uncut Gems, it's like a fucking awesome thrill ride where you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, and there's like twists and turns and interesting shit, and it's just fucking amazing. Which I'm not gonna spoil that movie. I was just about to spoil it. But I'm probably gonna make an Uncut Gems review too, maybe, which I think should win Best Picture. Just like Good Time, how a couple years ago Good Time didn't win shit, or was snubbed by the Oscars too, which was the same directors. But that's another video, I guess. But yeah, man, I don't know what to say. Joker was all right, okay? Wasn't that good. It definitely wasn't fucking Best Picture of the Year. Not even, doesn't even come close. Shouldn't even be nominated for any of the shit. I mean, okay, maybe give him. Oh, let's give him best hair and makeup because he wears makeup in the movie, right? Okay, for best hair and makeup, like no, man. At least 1917 didn't get snubbed, but I mean, I could see that coming. But it was a good movie, though, you know. But man, with Joker, like I don't really care that it's nominated, but it just bothers me that I just can't. Like it's just like embarrassing. Like just like last year, they snubbed so many good movies. I mean, the thing about the Oscars, I feel like, is that they don't watch every movie. And when I say they don't watch every movie, I'm not talking about every movie that comes out. Obviously, I'm talking about they don't even watch every movie that's nominated. And like the good movies that come out, they don't watch those either. Like they just watch what's the biggest, like the biggest kind of movies of all time, kind of thing. That's the stuff they watch. And apparently, most of the movies they watch are like on DVD screeners. So it's like in stereo probably, and in a shitty quality video. So how the fuck can you judge cinematography and all this shit if you're watching a DVD fucking copy? Like it's Joker is an amazing movie because it got 11 nominations and it's gonna win all of them. Oh, it's like no, just because your shitty movie was nominated doesn't mean shit. Just because old fart white people don't know what the fuck they're talking about and are out of it, and then just actually it's just because they know. Maybe it's just because they want more viewers because they know that people really like Joker, like the common folk or whatever. So they'll be like, oh, people like Joker. We got it nominated. Did you see it? No, I didn't see it. But I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is in it. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Joaquin Phoenix, he was great in it. Yeah, he's an amazing actor. I mean, he won the. If he gets nominated, I don't think he is nominated for Best Actor. Yeah, sure, go. You can nominate him for that. Yeah, he was a great actor. It's just my problem with the movie is that I thought the movie was boring and like. His characters sucked. I just didn't like any of the characters. They're all just lame, and there's just so many things I could say about it. I just don't really care enough, I guess. And then there's the kind of videos I make that I just like ranting. I don't want to make like a well put out video, well put together, because I don't give a shit that much. So yeah, fuck the Oscars. They're awful. After the first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, that wasn't great. Don't want to see that ever again. And my friend that watched it with me was like, bro, we gotta watch that again. And I was like, what? Are you serious? Man, all that being said, I would give it like a 6 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10. So like, yeah, I didn't necessarily hate it, but I'm just have so big issues on it that just bother me so much, and it's crazy that nobody even notices at all. That's my review. A school shooter's wet dream. I'll stick with that.